Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for today's video. It is going to be my January collective haul. Now I know you may be thinking, Steph, did you not just post another haul video a couple of weeks ago? And yes, I did. If you missed that and you like haul videos, I will leave that linked below. In that haul, I shared with you a bunch of stuff that I had accumulated towards the end of November and December. I had ordered stuff for Black Friday, gotten Christmas presents. You can see my dog in the background. All of those things I purchased or received before the beginning of January. You guys know I started a makeup rehab series. I will leave that linked below, the introduction for that as well, in case you are interested in catching that. But I'm sharing with you everything that I have either purchased since the beginning of the new year or received in PR. I will save the PR for last. I know not everyone is interested in that, but I will be sharing with you the items that I did receive in PR this month as well. So if you guys are interested in seeing the products that I accumulated and brought into my collection in January, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, or you just like to chit chat about makeup, I would love if you would consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's just get into the video. All right, you guys, I've also decided that I'm going to share palettes that I have brought into my collection in a separate video. I am not including palettes in like my monthly budget. I don't have a monthly budget, but I'm not including palettes as a category that is hurting my makeup rehab in any way, because I, one, love eyeshadow palettes, and two, just want to make eyeshadow palette reviews and just eyeshadow palette content a larger part of my collection. So I'm not including palettes in my makeup rehab series, but I will haul my palettes the 6th of every month. So if you're interested in seeing the recent palettes that I brought into my collection, check back on the 6th. But today we're going to be talking about all the other products that I've purchased or have come into my collection in January. All right, guys, so I mentioned in my makeup rehab series that I was going to be doing a lip product no buy until the 1st of April, as well as concealer and foundation. I had told you guys in my intro that I had purchased a concealer and purchased a foundation, and then going forward I need to finish 3 in each category before I can buy a foundation or before I can buy a new concealer. So I have my foundation and concealer to share with you, and then I did break my lip product no buy, and we'll get into that. But first, let's talk about the foundation and concealer that I brought into my collection. So I've been wanting to try the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation for a while now. So I did decide to finally pick this up, and then of course a couple weeks later they released a radiant version, which it's always so loud on my street. The radiant version, probably more my jam, just because usually I like a more natural leaning radiant finish. My face is very radiant today. So, oh well, maybe eventually I will also pick up the radiant version, but as of right now, I have the just the first one that released. I will come back and share my thoughts and rank all of the products that I tried in January, but I have yet to try this one yet. But check back for ranking all the products that I tried in January. That will be up. I have like a very scheduled beginning of the month. I want to say the 1st or 2nd of the month. I can't remember. Very soon though. The concealer that I purchased was the Giorgio Armani, I think this is called the Power Fabric Concealer. Everybody raves about this. I've been wanting to try this for at least a year and a half, and I finally picked this one up as well. So this is the foundation concealer that I picked up. Now I need to finish 3 concealers and 3 foundations before I can purchase anything more in that category. And then I did break my lip product no buy because I purchased the entire Natasha Denona mini love story collection, and there was a lip product in that collection. It was this gorgeous lipstick right here. This is one of her this is her I Need a Nude formula, and it's in the shade Amorosa, which is this really beautiful neutral, almost leaning cool toned, like pinky brown shade. This is like my perfect nude, and I'm obsessed. So I'm not mad that we broke my lip product no buy. So speaking of the mini love story collection, I also got the cheek duo. I just recently posted a review of the entire collection in case you guys are interested in checking that out. I will leave that linked below, and I believe that the day that this video is going live is the day that this will be available at Sephora as well. So if you're interested, this should be at Sephora. I will have everything linked down below in case you guys are interested in checking out the collection. It is a very beautiful collection. I am not gonna lie, I'm kind of obsessed with the cheek duo. So inside you are getting a cream blush. This is a repeat shade from the It's a shade Daria, and I want to say the blush palette that it's in is called the Daria palette. So if you have that palette, you already have this shade, but you are getting a new highlighter, and I really love the way that this highlighter looks. I love pink highlighters, and this is almost like a warmer pink. It's like a pinky champagne-y gold. I don't know how to describe it. I have nothing like this in my collection. I've swatched this next to like all of my pink highlighters. Nothing that dupes this, at least in my collection. I think it's so pretty. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. And then speaking of highlights, I couldn't help myself. I love the ABH Amrezy highlight so much. I just had to purchase the Iced Out highlighter. I wasn't gonna purchase this, and then one day I like got home from work and I was just like, you know what, I feel like I need that. So of course I logged on to Ulta and purchased this. I have not put this on my cheeks yet. I don't think I'm gonna like this as much as the Amrezy highlight, and I don't know if I'm gonna like this at all. This has like no base to it, but it's very yellow, which I don't think is gonna go the best on my like neutral to cooler skin tone, even though I am always like self tanning and it's always splotchy, so like maybe it'll match my splotchy self tan, who knows. Let's cross our fingers. So at the end of December / like beginning of January, Milani released a bunch of new products, and this really captured my attention. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog chewing his bone. I'm not going to take that away from him. I mean, a dog's gotta live his life, right? Living his best. So I was really interested in this Chill Out Soothing Primer. This has wild oat extract, which I've heard wild oat extract is supposed to be really good at calming the skin. I was experiencing a lot of breakouts around my chin, even like some texture on my cheeks, which I normally never get. And you guys know on this channel, I love primers, so I'm always down to test out a new primer. So I was really excited to test this formula out. This is silicone free. I've only used this a couple of times. It feels more like a smoothing primer. It definitely does feel soothing on the skin. It almost has like a cooling aspect to it when you first put it down, but I expected it to feel more like a moisturizing primer, and it honestly feels more like a smoothing primer to me. I don't quite have like my full thoughts on this one yet because I haven't used it enough, but I am really excited to keep testing this out. And then I also just wanted to give this guy a try. This is the Milani Green Goddess Hydrating Facial Mist. I have probably used at least a third of this, if not a half of this already. I was expecting this to be a little larger. This is only 2 fluid ounces, and I believe it's $10.99. So, I mean, I don't know. But I have been enjoying this. I've been enjoying spraying this on my face in the morning before I put any of my makeup on, like before I put my primer on, etc. And I've also been enjoying spraying this on my face throughout the day if I'm starting to feel a little bit dry or a little bit dehydrated. This has been really nice. Again, it's a really small bottle, but I have been enjoying it. And then speaking of sprays, I also picked up the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I've been wanting to try this for a while. It came in a mini, or it comes in a mini now, which was super exciting for me. So I picked this up when I grabbed that foundation and concealer. I haven't used a ton of this yet, but I will say the times that I have used this, I have really enjoyed this. This does a really nice job at locking your makeup into place, but it also offers the most beautiful glow to the skin. I love a good glowy finish. You can see my dog's tail again. I love a good glowy finish. So far I've been a huge fan of this, and if things continue as they have been, I would definitely repurchase this in the larger size. Okay, you guys, because I found that because I put myself on, I gave myself the restrictions of the foundation, concealer, and lip products, I've still like felt like I want to buy makeup. So of course I've been buying a bunch of like blushes, which I need another blush, like I need a hole in my head. So that's been great. Let's quickly talk about what I picked up. I had to pick this up. This is from the new Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable line, and this is one of her cream blushes. I picked up the shade Nearly Neutral. I have not tried this on my face yet. This is pretty sheer, like, and it's very creamy, so it feels like it'll be really easy to work with, but like that's one layer, you can barely see it. And then let me layer a second layer on top. The only thing I'm wondering about this is because it's so creamy, I'm wondering how well it will stay on the skin. I mean, it looks really, really beautiful. Definitely more sheer, which I feel like a huge complaint of her liquid blushes, which I personally really enjoy. I feel like a huge complaint about those was they were almost too pigmented and a little bit more difficult to work with. So I'm really excited that this is more of a sheer formula. I feel like this will be a little bit more beginner friendly in terms of like a cream or liquid blush. Very, very excited to test this out on my cheeks. And then you guys know I'm obsessed with my RMS like mini quad that has the highlighters and the bronzer in it. So I was super excited when I saw this on the Sephora website. This is a new mini. It is called the Lip to Cheek Glow Quad, and it has 3 beautiful blush shades and a highlight shade. I have not tried this on my cheeks yet either. I know the shade looks super intimidating, but I feel like sheared out, this is going to be beautiful in the summertime to actually make it look like you have a sunburn, which I personally love. I'm like white as a ghost. Like literally the other day we were sitting on the couch and I had like capri sweatpants on, like you could see my ankles and stuff, and my husband was like, "Are you okay?" like looking at me with like general concern, and I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he was like, "Your legs are literally purple." Like I am so pale that I feel like I'm literally translucent. Like you can see like my whole cardiovascular system through my skin. I am that light. That's why I'm always playing around with my self tan. I don't know where I was going with that story, but I'm really excited even for this very intense shade that looks a little bit intimidating, because I think this is going to be really beautiful in the summertime. Again, haven't tested this out on my cheeks yet. More to come later on my actual review on that. And then there's this. This is from the ColourPop, I think it's the ColourPop Melrose line that's exclusive to Ulta. I was on the Ulta website, my camera cut me off, it died. So I was on the Ulta website and I saw this. There's 2 blushes. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty. I don't need another blush. So I took it out of my cart, didn't purchase it. Then I went in store to Ulta. I can't remember, I think I was grabbing more of my Moon toothpaste. And of course I walked by the ColourPop area and this is there. And I was like, dang it. It's definitely a sign I need this blush. Okay, so this is in the shade Fashion District, and this is actually really beautiful. I was feeling so much regret on the drive home. I was like, why did I buy that blush? I do not need a blush. I still don't need a blush, but this on the cheeks, I've worn this on the cheeks twice now, is the most beautiful nudie bronzy shade, and I love a nudie bronze blush. That is like one of my favorite shades of blush. So I'm actually really excited about this. And even though there was like that pang of regret, I don't feel like I regret this anymore. So more to come on my thoughts on this as well. But so far, I'm really glad that I happened to pick this up. And then I just have 2 more face products to finish this off with. So I recently ordered the new Nomad Cosmetics, I think it's the Iceland palette. It's my first time trying Nomad Cosmetics, and I didn't reach the threshold for free shipping, and I just cannot get myself to pay for shipping. Like I literally will add $50 of extra stuff to my cart just to not pay the $5 for shipping. I don't know what it is. Like every time I'm like, just pay the shipping, just pay the shipping. And I'm like, but that's $5 that could go towards like 5 tacos at Taco Bell. So I'm gonna add $50 more makeup to my cart so that I reach the threshold. Makes so much sense. Needed a few more doll hairs in my cart. So I was perusing the site and I came across this. This is the Kiss of Sun palette. This is what it looks like. It has 3 highlight shades and a matte bronzer. This matte bronzer is so beautiful. This is definitely one of those times that adding that extra stuff to my cart definitely paid off as a benefit to me, because this is so beautiful. And there's also this very beautiful pink highlight that I'm obsessed with. I love pink highlights, so very excited about this. I've yet to test out these 2 shades. This is going to be obviously more like a bronzer topper for me, but so far I am really impressed with the Kiss of Sun palette from Nomad Cosmetics. And then finally, this is the last product. I may have hauled this in my previous haul, but I did pick this up in January. So I went on to Lunar Beauty's website to order the Moonspell palette after purchasing the Eclipse palette as well as the Greek Goddess palette. I was like, okay, I need Moonspell. So I needed to get the Moonspell palette, and this is always out of stock. This is the Moon Prism blush palette. This is something I have been wanting for so long, but every time I search for it, it seems to be out of stock, but it wasn't out of stock, and it also helped me reach my free shipping threshold. I would have gotten it anyway, but this is what this looks like. When you look at this online, and honestly, even when you're looking at it like on screen, I feel like it doesn't do these two shades justice as to how much depth this palette actually has. I feel like there is such a good range of lighter to darker blush shades. I just think Manny did such a great job on this. I just, in general, think Lunar Beauty is such an amazing brand. From the formula to the packaging, everything is just so well thought out. It reminds me a lot of Melt Cosmetics in terms of like the execution and just the thought that I feel like goes into every single detail about the product. So I'm so excited to have this in my collection and continue to test this. I have worn this quite a bit and I've been really impressed so far, but I did pick this up at the beginning of January. So if I included it in the previous haul, I'm sorry, but I had to include it in this one. Before we jump into the PR products, oops, I also got this as a free like code or whatever when I made one of my Sephora purchases. It's one of the new Stay Vulnerable like lip products from the Rare Beauty line. I think it's the liquid lip balm. I don't count this as breaking my no buy because it was free, and it's very teeny tiny. This is also in this shade Nearly Neutral, I believe. Yes, and I'm really excited to try this. I feel like this should go really quickly and then I can count it as an empty. Okay, I had to reapply some more gloss to just give me that juicy lip effect before we got into the PR products. So I don't have a ton to share, but up first I have these from, I think it's pronounced D'Alba. I have their White Truffle Skin Calming Spray as well as their First Spray Serum. These retail for $35 a piece. I think that they're really nice. I really enjoy the First Spray Serum as like a priming spray. It's super refreshing on the skin and just feels really nice. And then I have been using the White Truffle Skin Calming actually between makeup steps to set my powder in. I should start to use this in the evening time just to like refresh my, I might put this in my bathroom and spray this on my face before I go in with like my hyaluronic acid. That sounds like a really good idea. $35 I think is a little bit steep. I like these, but I wouldn't repurchase them with my own money. From Bobbi Brown, I also have the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. I actually have this on my face today mixed with the Bite Beauty Micellar Foundation. The Bite Beauty Foundation is way too light for me, and as you guys can hopefully see, the Bobbi Brown is a little bit too deep for me right now. Definitely more of a summer shade for me. I have the shade Cool Neutral. This is more of like a light to medium coverage. I thought this was gonna be more full coverage, but this can definitely be like sheared out to be a more lightweight, light foundation. It is really nice. I've been really impressed with this. It says it has SPF 15 in it. Not a lot of SPF. I honestly don't care except for my It Cosmetics. But this is like, this definitely does have a matte finish, but it's a matte finish that doesn't leave my skin feeling super flat or looking super flat. So I have really liked this so far. I am on the Good Molecules PR list, so I did get the Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel, and I have been a huge fan of this as well. It's super hydrating underneath the eyes, but really lightweight. Every eye cream I've ever used is like a moisturizing eye cream. It's like I don't want to say like a lotion, but you guys get what I'm saying. This is a gel consistency, so it's sheer and it feels so nice and so refreshing underneath the eyes, and it's $6. So I'm a huge fan of this. And then finally, I have some products from Stylevana. I haven't tried these out yet, but I mean, eventually I will. So I have this 6-pan eyeshadow palette. This is the Shabam eyeshadow palette. I haven't even taken this out of the packaging. So I mean, this looks pretty. You're getting 3 mattes and 3 shimmer shades. We'll have to see how this actually performs on the eyes. Also, I have one of their blushes. This is the Love Sun blusher. Let me take this out of the packaging too. I should have been more prepared, you guys. Okay, so this is what this looks like, and it looks just like a very neutral blush shade. Kind of gives me like Tarte Partey vibes, but maybe a little bit lighter. So we'll see about that. I also have the Everlasting Cushion Foundation, and this has SPF 50. Ooh, is this gonna compete with my It Cosmetics? Okay, so the cushion must come in separate packaging. And then, no, what's in that packaging, I wonder? Oh boy. Okay. There's the foundation. I'm very confused here. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Let's just see. Okay, I'm putting this literally all over my swatches. It looks like it's going to be possibly a little bit more yellow toned, but I'll make it work. It does look like it's really lightweight, and it looks like it possibly has like a luminous finish to it. Okay, I did get it to click back in, so that is good. What is in this, I wonder? Oh, a backup? A backup. Oh, so I literally have 2 of these. Okay, well, that's cool. Also, there is this little wine lip product. The packaging is super cute on that. It looks like a little, like, wine box. Well, not like a wine box like Franzia. You guys know what I mean. Oh, cute. And this actually looks like a wine bottle. That's super cute. I wonder what the shade looks like. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a velvety sort of texture and finish. And it's this really beautiful red shade. That looks really pretty, so we'll see about that. And then I also have a gel eyeliner. Jewel Potion gel eyeliner. Jewel Poten. Okay, this is like a golden glitter. Oh, I don't even know if you'll be able to see that. Let's do it right there. That reminds me of like the Stila Glitter and Glow in Kitten Karma. That looks really pretty. And then finally, I just have this eyeliner from them as well. It's a waterproof gel eyeliner. And I think, oh yeah, it's just kind of like a black shade. There it is right there. So another, it's almost like a gray black. Hold on. Oh, it's definitely like more of a metallic brown. I'm such a good YouTuber. Kidding. Okay, that is it for this haul, this January cumulative haul. Unless there's like a Sephora VIB sale, I am going to try and just keep it to 1 haul a month. I'll do an end of the month cumulative haul, and this is going to be it for January. Again, look out for my ranking all of the products that I tried in January video. That will be coming very soon. Some of these products will be included. Some of them will have to wait until February. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!